Hey guys, welcome to episode 7. I am so excited to have these amazing ladies in the house today. We are going to have a girl chat in this episode and we're going to be talking about our turnoffs. Okay, so you guys can feel free to grab a drink, grab some tea, chill. If you're driving, drive safely, please, and just enjoy the conversation we're about to have. Riri, what's going on? How are you doing?
I'm good. And how are you, my love? I'm excited to be on today's podcast.
Hey, I'm so excited. Listen, this girl, her energy is just on levels. Angie, how's it going?
Everything's going great over here. How are you?
I am doing well. Thank you so much, ladies, for coming to have this girl talk today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. So let's get started. We're gonna kick it off with Riri. Tell us your number one top turn off.
Ooh, pressure. My God. So with mine, I feel like everything's gonna boil down to just this one particular. So my first one is a disrespectful person from the jump. So when somebody just had, and I think being disrespectful is a broad topic, but when you're just mad, disrespectful, and you don't take what I say very serious. Everything I do, you take it very lightly. I consider that very disrespectful. So when I see that, I'm like, I'm out. So disrespect for me is like a total turn off.
Oh, I like that a lot. And when you said the thing about someone not taking you seriously, I had a case with this one person who I was talking to. I think this person was pressing me for my Instagram or something like that. And my Instagram is something that's pretty personal in the sense that if I'm talking to someone, I'm not just going to give my Instagram to everybody, So this person's like, oh, can I have your Instagram? And I was like, well, I think let's talk a little bit more so I get to know you before I can give you my Instagram. Only for this person to say, that's very juvenile. I'm like, what?
That's rude.
That is mad disrespectful.
Not respecting boundaries. Like, I can't deal with that. Just like, if I don't want to go here or we're doing things this way, respect the boundary. All right.
Yeah. And I think we had this conversation before where I don't know what guys in this day and age, like when a girl is setting boundaries or she set boundaries for herself, she's not considered to have an attitude, which is so crazy. And I'm like, what the hell?
Let's dig into that. What is like a boundary that you feel like you had set and this person took as you having attitude?
Somebody hit me up and they're asking me what my interest is. And then they were asking me, oh, what type of wines do you like? I had mentioned the type of wine that I like. And then he was like, oh, I'll go get it. And then you come over to my house. And then I told him point blank that I have no business going to your house on a first date.
Come on, girl.
We're not mutually exclusive. So what business do I have going to her? I'm like, oh, you got an attitude. I'm like, no, that's just the boundary I've set. If we're not mutually exclusive or if we have nothing going on at all, I have no business whatsoever being at your place. So I was told I had an attitude and I shut it down. I'm like, enjoy the rest of your day. Wish you nothing but the best. And that was it for me.
The thing too is like there are people who are rude. There was this one time, right? So this is some years back. I went on a date. So I'm African and I went on a date with this guy. He is. He didn't change his nationality after we met. He is Jamaican. So I went on this date with this Jamaican guy. And, whatever, like we're just sitting and talking and getting to know each other or whatever. So then this guy he said something like, oh, what's up with all you African girls liking this type of hairstyle? And it was like some sort of curly hairstyle or whatever. But the fact that first of all, it's already mad disrespectful for you to just generalize across all African women.
Thank you.
Right? And for you to then say oh, what is up with you, everyone from the continent of Africa liking this hair?
Have you met everyone on the continent of Africa to even say that? Please.
You know what? The worst part of it, okay, well, also what I'm going to say, it's not to say that if someone is good looking, they can be disrespectful to people because that's not even it at all. But this guy was not even fine. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, you yourself, where do you get this confidence to utter such words to people?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Honestly, sometimes people think that, you go with the ugly guy. The saying of if a girl goes an ugly guy, he will for sure stay with her or something. I'm like, no, that's not true. There's some guys even if they're more uglier, they act real prideful because they're like, oh, I got this girl, yada yada yada. I'm like, They can't.
Exactly. Riri, what were you about to say?
I was saying, like, if I come across such a person, like, I shut it down. Like, I don't care. Like, I'll tell you, like, you're ugly as, I'll just, like, go all off and then cut you off because I'm like, oh, I said my piece. I can go in peace. I'm never going to see you again. So when I hear guys like, oh, you African girl, or why are Africans like that? It's like, why would you, like, to even says, like, you African. That statement for me is, like, a complete, like, I'm like, bye.
It's so problematic, right? And that's the thing. It's like, I think when it comes to me, how I handle situations differently depending on the people. So someone like this guy, there's no point of me to even explain to you why what you said was problematic, because I feel like that's just home training. Like, you should have known not to say that. Or even a person who says like, oh, well, it's a bit juvenile or it's a bit childish of you to not share the Instagram. And this was like an online dating type of thing with this guy. And I literally just unmatched him. Call it ghosting if that's what you want to call it. But for some people, I literally don't owe you an explanation, because to me, it doesn't make sense that you would even say something like that to someone. You know what I mean? And also, I also think it's one of those things where if you have to explain to someone why what they're saying is problematic, and it's still even in the beginning stages, like, is this going to be a project for me? Like, everything that you're going to say, is going to be problematic. And I literally have to correct everything you say. And I'm just like, nobody got time for that, please. Not at all.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Let's hear from you, Angie. What's your first turn off? Top one.
I remember I was meeting up with someone, and we were supposed to meet like on a Thursday. So I was like, okay, cool. So the Wednesday, I was just, all right, let me get my hair together, do all these things, yada yada yada. I was coming back from a trip because we were talking online when I was on my trip. So when I came back, I came just a little earlier. I was like, oh, guess who landed? Yada yada yada. And he's like, oh, let's meet now or whatever. I'm just like, sir, we said Thursday. We're staying on Thursday. And also he was even saying how I think he had something to do Wednesday or something like that. So I was like, okay, let's do Thursday. Now he wants to switch plans. I was just like, all right, I'm sensing lying. I'm sensing lack of boundaries. So you're already starting off wrong. I haven't met you in person. So I'm like,
yeah.
No.
And it's crazy too, right? Because to me, I'm like, if someone is doing that, the assumption that they're coming in with is the fact that you're always going to be free for them. You're going to be free to dance to their tune. If he says, let's meet today, you meet today and not tomorrow. Like, no.
Who do you think you are?
Yes. I was like, who do you think you are? I was like, I have time to just switch things up. It's like, oh, because I want to meet. And that's another thing. I think love bombing. Like, we have to be so careful with guys who love bomb, because they be doing it and then they'll be acting up all the time. He's like, oh, I want to meet you. I want to meet you so bad. That's what I want to see you now. I'm like, then you can wait till Thursday. And then I'm like, wait till Thursday and then you'll see me. All right? Like, oh my gosh, it was so annoying.
No, I love that a lot. And like, also, even along the lines of boundaries and respecting boundaries, there's a fine line between chasing, like the chase, right? Let's say, for example, a guy has interest in me. And then we also know the whole thing where like girls can play hard to get. I understand, right? That like maybe if you ask a girl like on a date, she might say like no today, but she can try again and maybe she'll say yes. But there's a point where you have to stop, right? Like if I say no, like, no, I'm not interested. Take the no as it is and don't keep trying to infringe on that boundary. When people message me, I'll reply like here and there. But there's a time where you're just overwhelming me with messages and you're overwhelming me with phone calls. And I don't like to talk to people on the phone all the time, especially if I don't have that kind of relationship with you. You know what I mean? So then this guy was literally like, when I say I felt so overwhelmed, I was so overwhelmed. I was like, this needs to stop, right? And so I tell this person, that's the thing, I'm trying to be really respectful as I'm telling you, but I'm like, the calling is too much. The messaging is too much. I just need space, right? Tell me how this person did not give me space. They literally just gave me space for that night, right? They're like, oh, okay, I understand. By the time it was 24 hours later, this guy was like, I can't do this. I don't understand why you don't want to continue talking to me. Can we get on the phone and all of that? And I'm like, why can you just not take a no as a no, right? Because initially I respectfully told you to leave me alone. And now at this point, you're just pushing my buttons. It's like, at this point, you're making me mad, right? It's
Yeah.
like, I already said no. And now the things that will come out of my mouth are not going to be pleasing. And it's because you're just not respecting what I said. So people should just learn to respect the word no. If it's a no, it's a no.
No.
Yeah, exactly. And that's even a sign. She's like, sir, don't you should be having some things that going on. So I'm like, nah, what are you not doing? Like, are you working at that job? Or like, you know, because it's like, I'm not saying that, because, you know, people say, oh, if you really like someone, like, you will have time to talk with them. It's not like that, because there is time to talk to people, but then there also just time to not, you know, and sometimes everyone has their own thing going on. So yeah, I hate when people like they're texting throughout the day and you put your phone on silent, look at your phone, then it's like 50 messages. You're just like,
yes, and you're blowing me up. You're not even my boyfriend. You're not my boyfriend, right?
Exactly.
And I'm not interested in you. Like, stop.
Like, wait, now, relax. Another thing I hate is when people FaceTime without warning. Like,
oh yes, girl.
Yeah. I'll be like, oh, we're talking. It's like, okay, let me like give your number, whatever, my number, and then boom, FaceTime. And mind you, at night, and I'm like, the hell, I'm about to go to bed and everything. That I was like, oh, I forget that. You really think we're going to FaceTime at this time? No. And no warning. Because they're like, oh, because then later on, they're like, oh, because I wanted to see if it was real you. And I wanted to see the real you, like without makeup, like everything like that. I'm just like, sir, you haven't reached that level of the package yet, my friend. You haven't done that. You haven't been advanced to that package, all right? So like, you have not gone to that stage, like, so relax.
You're still on the basic package. You're not on, it's not premium.
Not the exclusive package yet.
Yeah, you're not exclusive package, please.
Mad, yeah. And I mean, I will kind of like say a different one in terms of like one of my top turnoffs. And for me, it's like a guy who tries to get you by using his money, right?
Girl, that's
like, I'm telling you. You know what? Here's the thing. Like, coming to me and thinking that when you pitch your net worth, you pitch the money in your wallet, pitch the positions or possessions you have or the position you have in your company, that I'm just gonna come like crawling to you, you know?
Throw myself at you.
It's crazy because, like, you know, I think that there's some women who allow that kind of thing. And for them, you know, the thing is that, you know, power to them, that's them, right? But don't come to me. Yeah, but don't come to me and try and apply the same techniques, because when you come to me and you're trying to get me by using your money or talking about, oh, I can take care of you, the assumption that you're coming in with is the fact that you think I'm shallow. Like, you think that money is what I need from you. And that's not what it is. So to me, my issue is the thought behind it, the thought that like some guys think if they throw money at you, that's the way to your heart. That it just doesn't work for me. And actually, a few years ago, one of my friends had this guy. This guy was like madly, creepily in love with her. And, you know, she was telling him, I'm not interested. That whole thing where they do not listen to no, right? So I'm not interested. This guy sent her blank checks to her address, right? To be like, oh, just fill in whatever amount of money you want. Like, I got you. And it's so disrespectful to someone who has their own job, because it's like you've literally taken that person and put them so low that you think that, you know, they're just there to get money from men. I don't know if you guys have thoughts on this one, but I'm very passionate.
That's like my third. That's like my third.
That's my second. Well, actually, my first/second. Like,
what's the story? Tell us the tea, Riri.
She's like, she can feel the story.
Like me, but I put it down as guys who visualize love, as in like who think like gifts will keep me quiet. For instance, I was talking to this guy.
That control. That's exactly. They think they can control you, and they like not only that. Oh, I can take care of you, or whatever that you need it, but that they do has a sense of control. Like, I can control you.
Yes.
Tell us the story. What happened with this guy?
So with this guy, one time, like I said, disrespect, like we were supposed to hang out. So I cleared all my schedule. Like, I canceled plans with my friends just to hang out with this person, and he didn't show up.
Oh, what? What?
So we're talking, and then at 6 o'clock, he's confirmed. He's like, no, I'm gonna pick you up at 8. I'm like chilling between 8:30. Like, I'll be outside. All right, 8 o'clock comes. And mind you, something in me told me, don't get dressed. Just be simple. Okay, fine.
Yo, God was talking to you, girl. God was talking to you.
So I was like, all right, I'm chilling. 8 o'clock comes. I don't even hit him up to like, hey, yo, where are you? I'm just like, 8:30 comes. No show at 8:30. 9, I change into my pajamas. I'm like, I'm chilling. If this person calls and says I'm coming, I'm like, make a U-turn. Don't even bother. So, and then I see on his Snapchat, he's taking shots with boys.
Huh?
And then at 2, I think it was 2 in the morning, I see a snap of him and like he's driving home. And then I texted him, I'm like, you could have at least texted me that you couldn't make it, yada, yada, yada. And then he's like, what? Are you mad? Oh, my God.
Really? Wow.
So he comes the next day, he doesn't even show up. He comes, he's like, yo, I'm outside. I'm like, outside where? He's like, outside your house. I'm like, huh? Stupid me went outside and I'm just like, what do you want? And he's like, oh, I had to apologize, yada, yada, yada. The boys hijacked me, yada, yada. I was like, I'm sorry I couldn't text you. So I'm like, it's okay, it's whatever. He's like, oh, I'm going shopping for my sister's birthday. So my sister's birthday, I'm going shopping. So I'm like, no, why'd you come here? I was like, I came to apologize. So he goes shopping after the conversation, he goes shopping. And he's sending me pictures of what to get for his sister. And I'm just cold. I'm like, oh, that's cute. That's nice. You know, so he got her sneakers. And he's like, oh, by the way, I got you a pair too. And I was just like, I guess you're going to have to gift your sister twice because that's not even my style. So,
heck, you see?
Him thinking that getting me a gift will keep me quiet, or if I get a gift, she won't be mad anymore. Because he didn't even apologize, like say sorry. He just said, oh, my boys hijacked me, like, you know, I couldn't come, because you're making excuses instead of saying, hey, sorry, this won't happen again. I was just like, no. Because it happened, and he's like, oh, can I take you out? Can I take you on a trip? I'm like, no.
Isn't that crazy? And now this day and age of people taking people on trips, like, I'm not opposed to it. In fact, I love it. If it's done by the right person, I love it. But don't think that, like, you know, you can buy somebody's love. Like you said, even from the jump, that you can come to me and be like, oh, I'm offering you this, you know, package to go to Puerto Rico. Or if I am in a relationship with someone and they mess up so badly, right? Instead of them talking about owning up to what they did, owning up to what they did and apologizing, they think that they can just say, oh, here's the trip to Puerto Rico. And I'm just going to be like, oh, things are forgiven.
I was like, just say sorry. Let's hash it out. Let's talk about this. Like, is this who you are as a person? Let me know at the jump so I can decide if I want to go with this long term or I can just end things here. You thinking that, oh, I'll just get her a Gucci bag, or I'll just get her these slides, or yada yada. We're just like, no, honey, let's have this conversation. And I could get myself the bag if I wanted to. Like, come on, like, what is it? Like,
exactly. It's all about that dumb control. They think that, oh, like, oh, she, you know, just wants to flex and everything like that. So let me just say, oh, like, we're going to be a power couple, this and that. And like all this money I'm going to bring in, all that kind of stuff. I'm like, sir, no. Don't think that's going to be the thing that attracts. Oh yeah, I do all this stuff. This is a workplace I work at. Oh yeah, I could get this. I live here. I'm like, okay, good for you. But that doesn't, like, so what?
Exactly.
I'm not gonna be married or being with that. No, because things happen like that every now and then. So you don't know what's gonna happen. So who are you without all that stuff? Because that's how you can see yourself. Then what are you?
You literally got to it. It's like, if you define yourself by your money and your possessions, that's such a big turnoff, right? Like, it's like, you as a person, what are you? And you know, here's the thing: the real people who've got money, okay, the real
guys
about
your money,
who got money, who got education, okay. They don't go out saying that. That's not the first thing you hear about them.
Yes.
You literally find out, like, you would be so surprised that, oh, wow, I didn't know that this person, you know, was in this profession, or this person has this much money, because of how they carry themselves. And some guys who are just flashy about their stuff and try to use that to get women. I just think, you know, you need to get class, because we're not doing that.
And it makes it boring, because there's nothing exciting. Like, I'm not excited. I'm not, like, you know, let's say, for example, I'm talking to a guy and he's a millionaire and he's just out there, oh, I have this Lamborghini, I have this, I have that. Like, it's all just, okay. But then if you're quiet and it just happens and I'm like, oh, you actually have this. Oh, I wonder what more you could have. Like, let it unravel slowly. Like, make it interesting. Not like you throw everything all at once for me. Like, no, guys.
Again, it goes back to character because people are really wealthy. They're really wise. Like, mind you, what's it, Mark Zuckerberg or what's his other name?
Yes.
How they dress, you wouldn't know that they're like ball. Like they got money. Whereas some of these like rappers or or other like little, they just be flashing. I'm like, for what? It's like they're trying because again, they're insecure. It kind of shows, for me at least, it shows it's like there's some insecurity there that they're trying to cover up with this money. So they want you to think that they are all that when really there's something that they don't believe in themselves of. But if you have a lot of money and like you got and like you're securing it, you don't have to show nobody about it. Because you're like, I don't care. I'm in my comfort. Plus, you're being smart with your money too. So I'm like,
And you know what? Here's the thing. I am not even opposed to people who wear Gucci, Versace, wear it.
No,
right?
no.
And even the people who do wear, there are people who are rich and who, or even people who are like middle class and who wear Versace and all of that. And that's completely fine. I just have an issue when, like, let's say, for example, you are wearing your Gucci belt and your Versace blazer, and then you come to me and then you're like, oh, hey, I can get you like, Coco Chanel. I can get you. That's a problem. You know what I mean? If you just approach me. Oh, go ahead.
What makes you think that I can't get the same thing? Like, you're coming with already you're trying to make yourself superior than I am. Like, what makes you think that I can't do it for myself? Like,
exactly.
Be humble about it. Like, it's okay to have those, but just be humble about it. Don't be like, oh, I can get you this. What makes you think I can't get it? What makes you think I don't have things going on for myself that I could get the things you're telling me I could get? Like,
exactly. And the thing is too, like, I don't think any of us on this, episode have an issue with a guy who is making his own and who's able to provide. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I think
there's nothing wrong with that at all. No,
there's like, it's actually really good for you to be a provider. But the problem comes when you assume that a woman can't take care of herself and she needs you for her to have a good life. Like, that's the issue we have.
Control.
You know what I mean?
And that's the control. They want you to control you and do whatever they want
them.
What did you say, Riri?
I'm saying guys need to understand that for the most part, women don't need them. We just want them. Like, we don't like.
Come on, sis. We want you.
Good. In this day and age, women are good. Women are educated. Women are making money. Women are good. You're just like an accessory-ish. That's for me. Let me accessorize myself with a good-looking guy. Like, but other than that, I'm good, honey.
Yes, and sometimes I'm like, look, I like a provider for sure for money-wise, but what about a provider who provides support, emotional support, who's there for you, who, like, there's other ways you can provide that is not only monetary-ish things. So it's like, guys think that's the only way to provide. Like, no, you have to also provide other ways too.
Exactly. You cannot expect, a woman to stay with you because you provide financially and that's all you bring to the table. Right? If you're bringing cash and chaos, oh, that was good. Wow. If you're bringing cash and chaos, we have a problem. But if you're bringing cash and peace, shoot, who am I to say no? I mean,
hey, there we go. Exactly.
Oh, man. Cool. Riri, let's hear your second one.
So my second one is a liar.
Oh, preach.
Guys lie.
Tell us.
That's a turn off. Like, because I came across a person, actually very recent, and I think this person was talking to multiple people. And there's no problem. It's still talking because you're allowed to talk to as many people as you can. But keep your stories in check. Like, if you're going to lie. Because I think he forgot he was talking to somebody else. And then he told me a different story. But I'm like, wait, you said this about this situation. I'm just like, he's like, huh? Oh, no, I didn't. I'm like, boy, I'm going to screenshot this because I don't like people that lie or make me seem like I'm lying or exaggerating about certain things. So I'm like, conversation, I took a screenshot and I'm like, you're saying this now, but you said this in the past.
Yeah.
So I hate liars. And guys who lie about having girlfriends. Like, if you and your girlfriend have separated or anything, like, I've been lied to a lot. I've been lied to the point where I was talking to somebody and his girlfriend was pregnant, but they were still together.
Oh! What?
girls, like, I think we have a sixth sense, but we choose not to listen to that sixth sense.
We
Like,
don't.
we see the red flags from the jump, but we're always like, you know what? I just want to see how red these red flags are. And that was
I'm at the
me.
point where I'm like, I see a slight hinge of orange, I'm leaving. I'm done with it.
Yo, do you know what? What you said about the not only girlfriend, but girlfriend who's pregnant, who he is still together with. Like, man, that's a lot. That's a lot to lie about. And now I'm so curious. Like, how did you find out?
So how I found out was actually, and I think it has happened twice. So the first time I had recently moved to the US and I was talking to this person back home. So I ended things because of his inconsistency. But then it just came out that his inconsistency is because he was in between me and his pregnant girlfriend.
Oh my
So
god.
he wouldn't meet up at a certain time. It's because, his pregnant girlfriend had an emergency. And I wouldn't know. So I moved here and my friend calls me. She's like, girl, are you sure you're talking to this guy? And I'm like, yeah, why? What's up? He's like, he has a girlfriend. I'm like, no, he doesn't. And he's like, her girlfriend's pregnant. And then she's like, wait, what? So she took a picture of, she saw them together. She took a picture. I was like, look. I'm like, and then this other one, which I think I told you about this particular person, and he's a DJ. So he had been pursuing me for a whole year. I entertained this guy, and the girlfriend just actually gave birth last month.
Oh my gosh!
We saw the baby shower pictures came out, and literally I took a screen. I was like, wait, what? He couldn't even hide it. Like, and the thing is, the whole time I was like, yo, do you have a girlfriend? Do you have a girlfriend? Do you have a girlfriend? Because I was suspecting something. Like, no. And then I had to rephrase my question. I was like, clearly this, do you have a girlfriend question is not going to give me the truth. So I'm like, is there somebody out there that is claiming?
Come on, girl.
You know, or somebody that has this thing that, oh no, I'm with this guy. And he's like, like, no. And I'm like, why did you have to think about it? But then after that whole him having to think about it, I had to sit down and be like, girls into your sixth sense. And then pictures came out of him and the girl at your baby shower.
Oh my gosh.
And then I was just like, I'm done.
That's
so he's like, you could have just told me, like, oh, were on a break. Because it turns out they were on a break, yada yada, and they had rekindled, and she got pregnant during the whole rekindling and stuff. You know, because I have text messages like, I was looking back, I'm like, that means she was pregnant when this guy was telling me this, you know?
Oh my
gosh. I was like, why lie about it? Like, we're old, like, I'm like, you're not gonna hurt my feelings. If you have a girlfriend, that's fine. I could just go look somewhere else. Like, you know, you make me seem like you're the only guy. I'm like, no, honey, there's plenty of you and cuter, okay?
Yo, it's crazy.
Yes, cuter. Yes. I'm like, why are we trusting about this guy?
Man, do you know that's crazy? Like, I have been lied to before, right? And but this is another level of lying that you've told me, because a whole pregnant girlfriend. Well, there was this guy, this is years back. So there was this guy who I'd started talking to on these online dating apps. So we were talking and stuff, and you know, my interest for this guy was pretty high. And so he also had one of those rare names, and I'd put, the pieces together. He was also a Jamaican guy. I mean, I have nothing against Jamaican people, but after my 2 experiences with Jamaican guys who I talked to, I feel like I should leave the islands. I should leave the islands for now. So anyway, so this guy, right? So because I was so interested in him, I had put all the pieces together. I knew his unique name. I knew where he came from. So I put it on Facebook. I looked him up, and then I found him. I looked through photos. There was no red flags there. Then I go to Instagram and I find him, and there's a photo of this guy with a girl, right? And they were actually like sitting in bed together, and he didn't have his t-shirt on. She had her t-shirt on. Anyway, so I see this, right? And this photo had been from, like, say, I don't know, 2 months prior. So I tell one of my friends, I'm like, this guy that I'm talking to, he has a girl on his picture on Instagram, and they look pretty intimate, right? And I sent it to her. She's like, oh, well, it was 2 months ago. They probably broke up, right? And, people break up all the time, and not everybody deletes photos from Instagram and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, so whatever. So we talk to this guy, and I had a lot of stuff going on in terms of, like, I was taking exams at the time or whatever. And so I was like, well, we can meet up after my exam. So the day comes, right? And actually, prior to us meeting up, he was like, I'll let you know tomorrow, which was the day that we were supposed to meet up. I'll let you know like the place that we should meet. So I was like, okay, cool. So around maybe midday, this guy's like, okay, let's meet like at this time, right? Then he changes the time a little bit. He's like, oh, let's actually meet at this time. So I was like, oh, whatever. I didn't have any problems with it because I was going shopping with my girlfriend. So it's like, oh, more time to just shop and then I can meet him. Listen, when I tell you my God was working for me. I'm in Aldo, right? And the key piece to the story is how I said I had high interest in this guy. So I knew what he looked like from all angles. There was no angle I could see this guy and not know what he looked like. So I'm in Aldo minding my own business, looking at like handbags or whatever. And now I'm waiting. I think I was waiting for like the checkout people to come and help me, right? So I happened to glance to the side and I see this guy holding hands with the girl. Hey, holding hands with the girl from the picture. And that's what I'm saying. Like I literally saw him. I caught a glimpse of him within seconds, right? And I was sure, 1000%. I was like, this is the guy. I didn't say anything. He didn't see me. I saw him, but he didn't see me. So now I messaged my girl.
Right then and there. I'm calling this person. I want to call.
Girl, listen, nah. So I messaged my friend, right? The one I had told about the Instagram. I was like, yo, I'm like 99% sure I saw this guy and he was walking with a girl, like they were holding hands. And she's like, and then I was like, well, I'm going to text him and I'm going to be like, hey, I think I just saw you in Aldo. This was now like 10, 15 minutes after they had left the store. So I was like, well, I'm going to text him and I'm going to be like, hey, I think I just saw you in Aldo and, you were with someone and this just ain't it, right? Like for me. So let's not meet up because let's just go our separate ways. So my friend goes, no, because the moment you say, I think I saw you, he's going to deny it. Just say, I saw you. Right. So then the reason why he had even moved the time, like let's say we're supposed to meet up at 6 and he moved it to like 8, was because he said he was helping out a friend with some stuff. Right. So now I message this guy. I'm like, hey, I just saw you in Aldo walking in with your girlfriend. So I just think that we should not meet. And the audacity of this man to lie. He's like, well, first of all, she's not my girlfriend. She was just my friend. And, I think you're just being so immature right now, not wanting to meet up. And I'm like, are you crazy? Like, I know I've put the information together. Like, you people are clearly together, but you're online dating and she doesn't know what's going on. You know what I mean? And then for you to see, it's one thing to lie and another thing to lie and turn it, like you said, to make the other
Thank you.
They're crazy. It's like, if you've been caught in a lie, just admit. Just be like, okay.
Admit it. Thank you.
Guilty.
That's why exactly for me, I would have walked right there to let the other girl know that this is what he's doing and to be like, see, I see you. You see me seeing you. So you know.
Make sure you see me, see him.
Guys, listen. The thing is that me also, I don't like drama. First of all, I don't like drama when it comes to like other women. The moment, in fact, that I see that there's another woman in the picture, I'm not there. First of all, no man deserves fighting over. Okay.
Oh, so, no, we're not fighting.
But everybody knows. Like, I just want to let you know that I see you. You see me seeing you,
girl. But imagine going over to them and, like you said, saying to this girl, like, "Oh, well, your boyfriend is online dating," and then she goes, "I know. What are you gonna say?"
I'm like, you're evil.
No, the thing is, don't approach them. You just walk right.
Yeah, or you just let them
go.
Just say hi, like, oh, you guys like the shop? I don't know, something random. I gotta go. I'm like, oh, you like the shop too, girl? I really like your shoes or something like that. And then there we go. Because
you guys are so smooth. You're so smooth.
I had so many times where guys have lied and they make it seem as if I'm the crazy one. Mm-hmm. And there were times I had believed it. And then I was like, actually, and then as I got older, I was like, no, wait a minute. So now I'm just not about that. I had a situation where I was with this guy we met online and I don't know what it was. I'm pretty sure it was God telling me just go back on the app and look at his profile. I was like, okay, cool. So I'm going back on the app, look at his profile. And a picture has changed or it was added. So I'm like, oh, this guy's active. Mind you, the reason why it really got me mad is because this guy wanted us to be like an item ASAP.
Oh, wow.
He said, are you still on the apps? Like, I'm not. And he said he wasn't on the apps anymore. He's like, I'm not on the apps. Like, I really like you, yada, yada, yada. So I said, oh, okay. I was just like, my head, that looked quick, but okay. I go on the app. picture changed. Because mind you, and the reason why I know this picture had changed, because this time he was shirtless. He was very seductive in this picture.
Oh,
And I'm
wow.
like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. I didn't know. This is not how it was before. So I am just, I had it. I was like, look, I was like, wow, he really. So I said, okay, you know what? I'm not going to say anything. Let me go back and say, oh, you know, you want to be exclusive and everything. So yeah, I already told you I'm not on the app anymore. Yada, 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 yada. So I said, hey, so you're not on the app anymore. Well, I guess what I told him that I saw that you added a picture on the app. And he's like, oh, well, I'm sorry that you're still on the app now. I'm not. Like, I probably.
What?
Yeah, you see? He's like, well, I'm sorry that see my app is, you want to check my phone to see that my app's been deleted. I was like, sure, you have an what's it called? I can't even speak, iPad or the computer, Apple computer. You could go right back on that thing if it's not on your phone. That doesn't mean nothing. And I was saying, like, no, it's like I saw the picture. And he's like, oh, that's probably been like he knew he was caught in the lie and he just was like stumbling. And all he was saying that, oh, I'm back on the app. I'm the one who's going around, messing around, all this kind of stuff. I'm like, sir, it is you who has a new picture. And then what are you talking about? So I was just like, you know what? Let him, okay, just keep saying that. Because like there's no denying it. You're telling me you're not on the app. Okay.
That's the thing. It's like when I don't know what it is with them, because if they're now caught in a lie, the things they're saying won't even make sense to them. Like if you're to play back what they just said, they'll just be like, I literally don't know what I just said. Like it literally doesn't make sense.
It's nonsense. Like, oh, I probably changed it while we were still talking because I was talking to other people. It's like, no, sir. No. The timelines are not aligning. Don't say all that. No.
At all. Okay, Angie, give us your next turn off.
My next turn off is someone who just put effort. No effort.
Yes.
Yes. No effort. If I'm spending more money on trips and stuff than you, turn off. Because it's like, no, I should not be the one, especially in the beginning when they act like they're trying. Like if the first day, I'm like, okay, the first date is something nice, cute. Okay, we put effort. Next time, is just chilling, not nothing, or just talking. Or what do you want to do? I'm just like, oh, come over late night call. Oh, want to come over to my place? I miss you. I'm like, if you missed me, you could have missed me at 2:00, and we could have met on a weekend or something. And they just don't put no effort in it. Like you don't have to have a whole bunch of money. I'm not asking you to like dish out a 4-course meal. I'm just saying, hey, make effort. Let's go to the park, museum, something that we can do and chit and talk to get to know each other. You know, it's like if the effort's only done one way, then it's like he's waiting till he gets to some stage that where he wants, that's all he wanted in the first place. Or it's like you're really not interested in, you're just a game and they're playing another game with somebody else.
Yeah. I like that a lot. And even along the same lines of like, I guess when you are now talking about, let's say, spending more money on trips and that kind of stuff, I also cannot stand. So we talked about the extreme where a guy is throwing money at you. Then there's the other extreme where someone is so stingy.
Not doing anything at all.
Someone is so stingy. It's like, bro,
and they don't like you. I'm telling you. My friend, she told me, she said she had a friend because he didn't have a vehicle. I did, and I'm like, for me, I'm like, it's okay, it's fine. But one of my friends, she told me, which is true. She's like, she has a friend. He was like broke. But when he saw this girl he really liked, he found Groupons. He pulled anything and everything. He figured out like creative dates just for them to do something because he actually liked her. You see what I'm saying? Whereas this guy's like, bruh, don't be telling me that you're struggling. That's not enough. If you're struggling, then you shouldn't be in the dating app in the first place. Because what do you think you're gonna do? Huh?
That's the thing, right? And that's the other thing too is like, it's okay for you to be stingy. That's fine. That's your life. But then if you now find someone, right? Like, for example, if you're a single woman, you spoil yourself. Like there's a standard that you already set for yourself that you give yourself, right? And I have an issue with men who then come into your life and they're very stingy and they now start saying, oh, you're wasting money by doing this. You know what I mean? Like if
like, oh, you got money.
Yeah. Like if I like what I like and I've gotten myself to give myself a certain standard, you either match it or you top it, bro, or walk.
Exactly. Girl, exactly.
You like, this is what attracted you to me getting myself ready. So this is the expenses that come with it. So what do you want to?
Exactly. Like y'all just touched on my next like turn off.
Yes, give it to us.
For me, it was like, if you like, I didn't mention it before. Like if you have nothing going on for yourself, because I need somebody to match my energy. So if you have nothing going on for yourself, that's like if you're always on the phone, like you're expecting me to text like every 2 seconds, I'm like, you're texting me. And I'm like, yo, like I got school, I can't be on the phone. Literally, I have to study for like 6 hours a day. We only have 24 hours of the day. Like, school for me is a priority. And if you don't understand that, like, and you can't be telling me, or, oh, I have plans for 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, you're only talking, there's no action to it. You don't have an action plan. You're telling me, oh, I have this going on. Like, I want to do this. I want to do that. All right, where's your action plan? Let me see what you're working with.
Yeah, or they're inconsistent. Like, they'll be saying, oh, I want to do this. And then before I know, oh, I actually want to do this. And, oh, I'm like, wait a minute now. You just jumped in from one thing to the next. What do you want to do? Wait, what's going on?
Exactly.
I'm not saying like you have to have all your ish together. I'm just saying like you got to have some type of goals. You got to be doing something. And like, because especially at this time and age where we're at now, it's like, okay, you got to be doing something,
Yeah, right, I don't need to judge people. I mean, I have the people like, oh, don't call people broke. Like, I once went to my guy and I found that this guy was so broke. I was like, never again. And
oh, it's like the.
What happened, Riri?
How are you gonna be creative?
What happened with the guy?
He sold me dreams over the app, like.
But he sold what?
He what?
Is it like he sold dreams? Like he put this whole picture that he was this type of person, but in real life. Yeah, I tell you,
he sold dreams.
He sold me dreams, like I told you. So I should have known it was an off thing when you invite somebody out to a club. So he was like, "Oh, my boys and I are going out, yada yada. You should come out, like I'm trying to see you." So it was a Friday. It was in the summer. Like there was no school, and I was like, "All right, fine, let me come out." Okay, tell me how this guy goes in. Walks into the club before me, right? And he goes in for free. And he pretends like he doesn't know me. And he looks at me like, oh, you're going to have to pay $20.
What?
I'm like, you could have told me I'm going to pay $20. So, okay, I'm like, I have no problem. I'll pay the 20. It's just $20. We get in. And I'm like, you know what? I'm already tipped off. So I'm like, let me get a drink. I get a drink. And I'm like, this guy's not going to give me a drink. I'm going to get this drink myself because I want a drink. Tell me how I get a drink. And I'm like, oh, can I get you a drink? Because I'm seeing this guy acting funny. Like, he's like, oh, no, I'll just have a water. You're going to have water the whole night? I'm like, wait, what is this? What is this? And then at the end, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go home. Usually I've gone on dates and guys have offered to drop me home. And like, he didn't have a car, which is fine. Guys have been like, oh, I could take you home or I could get you an Uber home. The girl is waiting for this guy to offer or do something. He did it. He did it. And then he's just like, I'm like, you know what? I need to get home. So I'm going to order my Uber to go home. Mind you, this person the whole time is saying, oh, I hope you go home safe, yada, yada.
What?
Like, I was the other one to pay for this. But tell me when you get home. If you wanted to not go home safe, you would have got me that Uber, right? Like, and that's the whole drive home. Like, what's your problem? I was like, never again. Because he said, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And I think this thing with liars, they forget that they lie. Because now I'm just finding out, oh, no, I'm not working anymore. I'm trying to put a business. Like, I'm trying to do this whole club security, yada, yada. This was my gig tonight. I'm just like, what?
And the thing is that, like, there's nothing wrong. Everyone has ups and downs, right? So if you are in a slump, like, just own it. I actually have this one guy. I have this one guy friend, right? And something I didn't like about him, well, he's literally just a friend. But what I didn't like about how he acted was, I just felt like he wanted to live above his means. Like, I'm talking about borrowing money in order to buy stuff for your girlfriend, right? So like, yeah, you want to take your girlfriend on trips, but if your girlfriend can't understand that you don't have money, like, why are you borrowing and pretending? So to this girl, you're making it seem like you have money, but everybody knows you're borrowing money to like kind of have this lifestyle, right? So I think that no matter what your situation is, just live at your means.
Yeah, like be open and honest. For me, I was like, I have no problem in that. Just be open and honest. Like, don't catch me by surprise. I'm like, I'm spending I didn't even budget for. Like, you gave me the impression that like that night you got me covered. I'm like, oh, okay. Now like, the girl's there. I'm just like, oh, okay. But yeah.
Exactly. And like the one I'm gonna go with now is actually not a financial one, but one of my biggest turnoffs is a person who talks about themselves like the whole time. The whole time. So some years back, I went on a date with this guy. And, it's so funny, right? Because you go on the first date. And it's funny because when I went on the first date with this guy, I guess it was the first time I was meeting him and getting to know what this person does. And he had a lot going on, right? So he had like his own job, but then he also had a company that he had started. He had a company with his brother and some friends or something that he had going on. And he's really excited about the startup and he's telling me about it and all of that. And to be honest, like when I had that conversation, it opened my mind up so much. And I was like, oh, wow, like I really like how this guy has a lot of stuff going on for himself, right? Then we go on the second date. And that's the thing. The first date, I didn't pick up that like the conversation was mostly him talking. It was just him telling me about his startup life and all of that stuff. So now I go on the second date and, obviously because the first date was great, going into the second date, I'm excited because I'm like, oh, wow, like, I think I have a good connection with this guy. We go on the second date. I kid you not. I think we had like drinks or dinner or something like that. The whole time, the brother's telling me about his startup. And here's the thing.
Yes,
okay, you have like your startup. I get it. But like, he didn't even ask me things about myself. He did not even ask me like, okay, what are my dreams? What are my aspirations? He's just like downloading information about himself. So that's, to me, it's literally a turn off. Or, it also translates even to messaging people. Okay, also, let me wrap this part of the story up by saying, yes, I went on the second date. By the time I went on the second date with this guy, my interest plummeted. Then we went on the third date with this guy because I was like, let me just finalize my thoughts about it. And then I was like,
what you just said in plain English? You wanted to see how red the red flags are.
Exactly. I was like, well, what? Let's give him a chance. Girl, listen.
I feel like sometimes maybe he was also really excited about the startup that he was just like,
right?
That's all he was talking about.
Yes. But when we then went on the third date with this guy, man, it wasn't just, when we then went for the third date, then, because obviously, he had talked about the startup, part one and part two, first date, second date, right? And I'm like, okay, well, third date, let's see. If he talks more about the startup and he's just talking more about himself, and there were also other things that he had said that were problematic, I was like, let me just give him one last evaluation.
Let me just see how red his red flags are.
Right, without him knowing. So, girl. Anyway, so I meet up with this guy, and I feel like we had less startup talk, but now there were more red flags, right? And this is my other turn up. This guy, like, I understand that there are gender roles, right? I understand that. But this guy wanted a woman who he would domesticate. And now it's also part of this whole...
He said that word?
No, he didn't say that word, but what he said was, he was like, oh, like obviously when I'm married, it's my wife's job to take care of the kids and the home, because obviously I have a lot of stuff going on. Like I have like my job and I also have my company and I have like, and that's what I'm saying, right? Like to him, and here's the thing, guys, for some women, they love that. But for me, I don't want a guy who tells me that it's the woman. Because, these are the type of people, this guy was from Cameroon. Wow, look at me calling out people's countries. And that's not to say all men from Cameroon are like this.
Bleep it out. Bleep, bleep, bleep.
but like, I get it that like, some men think like that. And there's a woman for you. But for me, that's not it. Especially when you come to, because to me, that just shows that even though I have my own career aspirations, things that I want to do, you don't even care. And that's why he never asked me what I did. Let's start there, right? He didn't ask me because it was irrelevant. And this is the type of guy who, how there's some men where like, people now have kids or whatever, and the husband never changes a diaper. The husband never cleans the house. Mm-hmm. And that's literally what I picked up that, no. So anyway, needless to say, to wrap that story up, cut things off right there and then.
Exactly.
And at that point, he was ready to seal the deal. He was like, oh, I want to be in a relationship. I said, my friend, I'm not looking. I said, I'm not looking.
I failed the evaluation. I failed the exam.
And I was going to say, even when I'm texting people, right, I can't stand like conversations where I'm the one who's just asking questions.
Like it's an interview.
It's like... Yeah, like I'm the one who's asking you questions and you're the one who's telling me all this stuff, but you don't even ask me back. Like, who do you think you are? Right?
Sometimes it's good just to listen to see you, because sometimes people, they wrap themselves out and you're just listening like, oh, okay, that's how you are. Okay, so you get jealous about that. Okay, keep talking. Yeah, what are you, I see all, you're revealing yourself.
Oh man, yeah, yeah, yeah. Give us another one. Let's go with Angie. What's your next red flag?
Someone who's like not willing to help others, like someone who's just very selfish and all about
Mm,
themselves. Like I was on a date with a guy and somebody dropped something, mind you, like they dropped it on his side, like we're walking on the sidewalk and he dropped she dropped something out her bag and everything, right? Homeboy just kept going. And I was just like, you're not
Ah,
gonna mind you, like you literally kicked her lip gloss across. You're not gonna. I'm like, what? So I'm like, no, you can't be like that. Like, you have to be able to help others, like how like treat others with respect, especially like the waiters too. Like treating them like
mm-hmm.
crap. That's another big thing. I'm like, no, I can't. I can't
Mm.
deal with people who think they're like so high and mighty and above everybody that you know the people who can't help them, they treat them like crap, basically.
for me, I'm just like, because wheels turn. Like one day you might need the exact like help somehow, and somebody's just gonna be like, "Nope, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna help you." So
Mm-hmm.
I feel
Mm-hmm.
like I think what you
Yeah.
give is what you receive. What you put out there in the world is what the universe is always gonna give it back. So if you put that type of energy out there, it's just always gonna come back to you. And I'm just like,
Yeah, yeah. I really like that. And one of my I guess turnoffs for me is when a guy is on his phone while you're trying to hang out with them. So here's the thing,
Girl,
right?
girl.
Like, here's the thing. I get it that sometimes they're emergency calls. But let's say, for example, you take me out on a date, or even we're in a relationship. We're in a relationship and we go on a date. Like, we're not just chilling in the house. We go on a date. This is the time, like, literally, I have my phone on silent. My screen is face down because I'm trying to be present in the moment, right?
mhm.
And, you have this guy who's on his phone 24/7. Like, while you're on the date, he's like texting you, he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I just really have to respond to this. I'm sorry. Like, to me, it's so disrespectful because you're not even respecting my time. You know what I mean? And that's a big
Exactly.
Yep.
problem. It's a big problem
If
for
you're
me.
not in healthcare, if you're not on call, please, why are you on your phone?
Exactly.
I'm here. Like, what
Whose
kind of thing?
life are you trying to save, right?
I was like, are you a doctor? Are you on call doctor? No. So, unless you are, but still, it's like I hate when people, even when you go over to come hang out with them, then they start like doing work or start doing like watching a show or whatever, and they're like not talking
Mm,
to you. You're just kind of like, I did not come all the way here just for us to hang out, just for you to just completely ignore me. I'm saying something like, oh, sometimes I just like to be like, I sometimes just want to like chill, relax. Like, you don't always have to be doing something. Sometimes it's like, oh, you don't always have to be. I could go back home. I don't need to be here. What are you talking about?
exactly.
Like, I could just not do. I could just be by myself. So I was like, I'm taking time so we can get to know each other and talk. It's like, bruh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then my final one that I'll say, I guess we now have to wrap things up. That I guess this falls under the bracket of other women. And my issue is, let's say for example, you're with a guy and he has running eyes. Any skirt that passes by, like he's checking her out. Have you ever been with
Mhm.
or like been around a guy who's like that, where he literally like anything with a dress he's checking out, and it's not even like he's trying to hide it.
Yep.
That's a big
And you
turn
know
off.
what? I was in the exact situation, and I asked him, "Oh, so what is your type?" Because he like literally a group of girls came up, and then
Mm-hmm.
he was looking at them, and I caught him looking at them. I'm like, "Oh, so what is your type? Like,
Oh,
what's
snap.
your thing?" Right?
What did he say?
He just laughed. He's like, "Did you just ask what my type is?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I did. Because I'm seeing you're looking at other girls. I'm like, come on, like let's get girls together. Like, I might have interest in girls too. You never know. So, I was just like,
I can't.
Man, oh gosh. Does anyone have one last one that they want to say before we wrap things up? Like you're burning to say something.
a turn off for me is when you're very aggressive, militant. It's like I understand we're in a time and place where this whole race thing is in play, but not every white person is against you,
Yeah.
I come from a background where I'm cool with it. Like we're cool with everybody around India and that. And then I know moving here, I've learned that Black people have always had to fight for their position. But trust me, I'm like, no, not every white person is just trying to like has their guns out for you. Like, no. So I was with this person, and that really always made me uncomfortable, like all the time. And just like if a white person did something, or just racist. I'm sorry for my language. Oh my god. But those were his words, and like those like you know, if a white person did something with an internet, like he was just always a very aggressive, and that just made me very uncomfortable. So I was like, that was a major turn off for me, because one time we went out, and then white man complimented on how I looked, and I said thank you, and he was like, why are you saying thank you for? I was like, wait, what? Huh? So I'm just supposed to be quiet if somebody compliments me? Like, I'm with you. I'm just saying thank you. I'm just saying thank you and moving on. If I said thank you and, oh, you look good too, I would have been entertaining a conversation or pushing for something. But I just said thank you and kept it moving. like, you know? So I was,
yeah, I feel like sometimes, especially like me, I was like raised here, and I mean, I understand like the struggle, but sometimes it's like y'all so woke, y'all need to sleep sometimes. Like it's a little too much. Like you have to like understand that, you know, also part of the struggle too is also us being happy and enjoying our lives, because even that in itself defies what this like systemic racism has trying to make our life miserable. Like, no, just sometimes if you choose to be happy, you can do it. Like, don't think that you can't get to a job or you can't do this or whatever because of systemic racial, you know, issues. Not, mind you, that is a true thing. Like, those are hinder blocks. I'm not going to say they're not, because I've experienced them. They are real, but that should not stop you from living your life and doing your dream. And it's an unfortunate thing, because it's like it's a balance, but it's like at some point you can't allow that to consume you. You have to you can't let that negativity consume you. You have to choose to live and enjoy your life, despite the odds against you, you know? So I get it. It's like, that. Yeah, you know?
I love that. And I think this is a good point to wrap it up. You know, this conversation was one of the most fun conversations I've had, because the funny thing is we all relate to each other's turnoffs, right? Like, you're just like, oh my gosh, yes, I cannot stand it. I cannot stand it when he does that, or when a guy does it. So it was literally such a fun conversation, and I enjoyed having you ladies on. So thank you so much once again, with all the red flags and the turnoffs. And listen, you know, there are plenty of fish out there. I think for any ladies who are listening to this and who are experiencing these turn-offs, if something is turning you off, then it's not for you. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to stay and just force something to happen, even though it's something that's making you cringe every time.
No need to see how red the red flags are. You saw it the first time, run.
I know, run. And trust me, don't let those butterflies confuse you. I remember someone told me, they're like, look, if someone's getting a lot of butterflies, that should not be the indicator that it's the run. If they give you peace, that's how you know. It's like, I don't know why butterflies are going. Trust me, the flesh, she likes to act up, but you got peace, that's a good indicator.
I love that. My gosh. Yeah. Thank you so much. And I think, you know, it also goes with what Riri was saying, that, you know, as ladies, we have that sixth sense, and even men, I'm sure, like men, when you sense that something is going on, there's probably something going on, right? So, you know, I guess to wrap it up, you know, just listen to your gut feelings, and yeah. So thank you so much, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
To everyone who was listening, thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Peace.